What's up guys, Travel Human here, and today we're going to talk about the cost of living in Australia. Alright, let's talk Australia. So I've been really wanting to get around to this video and have not. It's been probably like a year since I lived in Australia, and I am just now doing this video. But you know what? It's fine. As long as it gets done, and as long as that information is passed on, and you guys can, I don't know, save some money or just be smart with the knowledge that I'm about to bestow on you. So, are you ready? Yeah? Okay, here goes. I managed to live under $1,000 in Australia, as the title implies. Now, to be exact, I lived for $750 a month. In one of the most expensive countries in the world, that's pretty good. So I figured, yes, video needs to be done. So here is how I did it. Rents. I'm gonna specifically be talking about Melbourne, but I lived in two different locations. I lived in Melbourne and Darwin. So at times I will compare. Now, for both of those places, I lived for about $150 per week. Yes, that's right, you heard me, per week, because in Australia, they charge you per week. It's a little bit weird, but we also got paid per week, so I guess it was okay. So we'll add that up to about, I don't know, $600 a month, which when we do the exchange rate is about $450 a month in USD. So yeah, that was my rent per month. Now, I personally would have never paid more than that. There's plenty of options. If you guys check out Gumtree, that's a really good source. Also flatmate.com. Sorry, I meant flatmates.com. All this, I'm gonna pop up right there. There you go. So don't worry. If you need the correct spelling, don't listen to me, just look at that. Now, specifically to Melbourne, there was a few places that varied. So I personally lived in Fitzroy, which I recommend 100%, hands down, awesome place to live. It's like kind of the hipster art district. There's tons of like murals everywhere. It's mural heaven, it's hipster heaven, it's cheap heaven, really. I mean, I got $10 haircuts there. I got, there was a gym right around the corner for, I think, $30 a month. I mean, it's very well priced, everything in that area. And I would definitely recommend it. If you want to stay in the city center though, the CBD, it's gonna cost a little bit more. I think the prices, so between 150 Aussie dollar jumped up to like 200 to 250 Aussie dollar in the CBD. Just for, you know, what I'm talking about here is just a studio. So in Melbourne, I had a studio apartment with a kitchen. It was a pretty sweet deal. There were 6 units in this building, and yeah, it was really good actually. Now, of course, these prices I split with my girlfriend, so you know that kind of could save you money if you're splitting rent. And the place in Darwin was a private room with we were just sharing with one other person. So it wasn't a bad situation. Obviously, make sure that you go to these places and meet the person, and if they're chill. There's a few people we met that were just total, like, first day we met them, they had all these rules, and we're like, no. Just cause it's like, if you are talking to me about rules and you don't even like give me the benefit of the doubt of being a decent human being who like does dishes, then maybe no. All right, next, groceries and basically eating out. So during this time, during this full year that I lived there, I compiled an Excel spreadsheet of all my expenses going out and coming in. So let's take a look at that really quick. And I can show you that food was about $100. And then if you move over to the beer, mix that all together because, you know, beer is an important element to life and stuff. So with those two together, it was 157 USD. So these are kind of the prices that it cost me per month. Now, I will disclaim that I worked at a bar. So then here in Australia, they feed you 1 meal per shift. So I got my dinner sorted usually when I was at the bar, and about 3 days a week I worked at a cafe. So the cafe would hit me up with free breakfast. So 3 days a week I was getting free breakfast, and probably like 5 days a week I was getting a free dinner. So this, mind you, these numbers do reflect my own experience, and in my own experience, this is what it cost me, but I did have some free food going on, and free beer, I guess. Yeah, because I got my nightly shifty. So also on this Excel sheet, you'll see that I had a fitness section. Fitness is a big part of my life. I love to stay fit. I love wherever I'm living or going or traveling to. I try to find some way in either running on a beach or getting a gym membership just to kind of stay fit. So while I was in Australia, for the full duration that I was there, I was paying for a fitness plan, and it was the area that I was in had a very cheap gym, and so I was going for about $30 a month. Another cost of mine was transport. So transport I didn't really need, honestly. When I was living in Melbourne, it was kind of provided for free. There was, Melbourne has this really cool system where if you're within this zone of the center, it's all kind of a free tram ride. So yeah, that was really easy. When I did have to pay, when I did go outside, I just kind of paid every single time, and I didn't keep track of that. Maybe I kept it under miscellaneous on my Excel spreadsheet, but it really wasn't that much money that I should mention here. Now, when I moved to Darwin was not a city, so it was more of like a town. So I did need some transportation to get back and forth from work. So I bought a motorcycle for about $2,000. I think registration was around $200, and it was about $20 every 2 weeks for gas. And when I sold it for the same price. So I really just spent $20 every 2 weeks to have a car. Well, plus the registration divided by 6 months that it was there. So you get the picture. Pretty cheap. Like I didn't spend much money on that. And I had the freedom to ride my motorcycle anywhere. It was a really easy process. It was super easy. Like, don't be afraid of it. Get a car, get it registered. A license, I don't think I had to like cover one eye and just look at a thing and just tell them the numbers that were on it. And I got my license for like 35 bucks. It was so easy. There was no driving test. You'll be fine. And the last thing I want to talk about is income. Now, just to let you know, Australia has really good wages. So for me, I was making probably between 21, 23 to about $30 an hour, depending on where I was. Holidays, I made upwards of like $50 to $55 an hour. And I'm a bartender. So bartender in the evenings, cafe during the morning. Yeah, that's just what I do. So if that information is valuable, then there you go. And as you see on the Excel sheet, on this particular month, I made around $4,000, which I thought to be pretty good at the time, doing the work that I had to do. Because bartending in Australia is a lot different than bartending in the States. There's a lot more breaks, and I don't know, it's not just the job, I don't know, I can't explain it. Bartending in Australia, I know this video is not about that, but I just think everything in Australia is way better. There's just a better attitude about everything, and it's just a whole bunch, it's just more fun to work. I can't explain it. You guys will just have to find out yourself. All right, and that's it. That's my video. There are a couple things I don't want to not tell you guys. Groceries. If you are living in Melbourne, make sure that you check out Saigon Market. Saigon Market is so cheap. Sometimes we'd walk out with like a huge bag of groceries for like $20. So definitely, well, one, learn to cook, and two, go to Saigon Market. It is cheap. Also, Woolworths and Coles, I believe is the name of the supermarket. Those two places, in the mornings, they had cheap produce. So you get all your cheap produce in the mornings. And at night, after 8 p.m., they start putting all the baked goods on sale. So after 8, bread, stuff like that, they put a sale on all the baked goods and stuff. So 2 little tips on getting cheaper groceries as well. All right guys, so thanks for joining. That is my experience and what I did to live under $1,000 a month, to be exact, 750 USD a month. And yeah, like, subscribe if you like the content. If you love the videos, please hit the notifications and sign up so that you get every single video in your email. Yes, because there's a lot more exciting content coming out, travel related. We're gonna go on some adventures, and basically, yeah, I traveling and living full time, continuously, forever. Well, you get the point. We'll see you next video. And remember, get in to getting out.